Good morning, another day, another car, another 400 quid. Yes, my car is in for a service. There's nothing wrong with it. It just needs to get checked up. But I've got 3 hours to piss around. What am I going to do? Well, I am going to do exactly that. But I thought, why not take you with me? You lot seem to like nosing at what I do on a sort of day off. We're in Playa Honda. This is the residential area. There's loads going on here. This is where you buy a new car, and I will show you some new cars on the way back. But we're going to head this way. There's loads of places down there. Supermarkets, Deiland Shopping Center. I don't know where we're going to go, but let's go. So this is where you bring your car if it needs services. This is the proper garages, as in the brands, the marks, Ford garage, Volvo, Peugeot, and this is where most people buy their cars. This is the C car. This is the Cabrera Medina, the car hire company, and they sell cars as well. They're absolutely loaded, absolutely loaded. I will take you in and show you a few. They close at 1 o'clock, always have a siesta. Oh, I'll tell you what, that just opened. Let's show you some cars. Look at these, look. So, I'm going to give you a little idea of how much a car costs here in Lanzarote. So, price-wise for this is $211 a month. That's not too bad, is it? But how much you got to put down? Well, you've got to put 20 grand down. This amazing Ford Mustang, look, or whatever it's called. $905 a month. Bloody hell. I think that's with 17 grand down though, because it says 17 grand and then 29 grand, so it must be that plus that. Why don't they just put the goddamn price on? This place is incredible though. Now, you know C-Car, the car hire company, I had a massive problem with them, didn't I? And I kicked off. I've written a letter of complaint or an email of complaint, as you do these days. Their service is shocking. And when you come in to buy a car as well, their service is shocking. Honestly, you'd think you were just coming in to buy a packet of crisps. No one even speaks to you. Literally, you have to go and do the work. It's just ridiculous. Whilst they're one of the biggest companies on the island, they're also the snottiest, and, well, service-wise is absolutely shocking. But it is what it is, look. You've got your Jeeps here. Voila. Got your little ones here, look. This one's 14,800. Little Fiat. That's still a lot. 14 grand for a little Fiat. That one's 16 grand if you want to go black. So how do these prices compare to the UK, look? Right, that confusion that I had on how much the Ford was, the little blue Ford, and I said 16 grand, no chance. 28,000, I'll show you. Now obviously it's all in Spanish, so this is my confusion, but there is the actual full price, look, in that tiny little gap there, 28 grand, so look at that. Oh, 211 a month, I'll have one of them. 16 grand, I'll have one of them. Oh no, hang on, 28 grand. And this bad boy, certainly ain't 29 grand, 69 grand, 69,000, look. Bloody hell. And they don't have my cars anymore. This is where I got my Ford Ranger from. There's quite a few, look. This little one, 24,000 for that. Bloody too expensive. Ah, here's the Ford Ranger. This is what I want. Let's go and have a look at how much an upgrade on my car would be. Look at that. Oh, look at the wheels on it. Now that is the daddy. This is the bigger version of mine. This is the Raptor. Oh God, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna buy it. Oh my God, look inside. Wow, leather seats, which I wouldn't really want. Automatic. Oh my gosh, what do you reckon, guys? Shall I buy it? That's a big upgrade, isn't it? Let's see how much it is. Oh, it doesn't even have the price. Look, it just says it's sold. Somebody's bought that. Lucky, lucky person, whoever that is. So that is definitely my next car, I reckon, when I upgrade. I don't know how much it was. I would ask somebody, but no one's available. This is the problem. And opposite, well, I'll show you a little bit later some more cars, because I don't want to bore you with cars, but opposite is even more cars, but everybody works in their individual departments, and it's so frustrating because Imagine going to a big car place and you just want to buy a car. And you're just having a look around. Oh, that's a nice one. I like that. I like the Peugeot. I like the Seat. I like the Ford. I like this. Well, you can't just go and have a look around. Every single little department. Oh no, I work for Ford. Oh, I work for Jeep. So you have to go and speak to 20 different people. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, well, I won't be buying a car from there anyway. Anyway, enough on cars. We're going to head into Playa Honda. Right, there's loads of supermarkets in this area as well, and we've got the Aldi, and then behind there we've got the Mercadona, and then further up there we've got loads of them big Chinese warehouses. I'm going to just pop into Aldi. I'm not going to buy anything, but you know what I need? What do I always need? I'm going for a wee. I'll see you in 3. And that's Playa Honda there. We're not far from the beach, and we're super close to the airport as well. You see the planes flying right over here. The things I show you, but you seem to be interested in normal things, you lot. So I often wonder how Aldi stay afloat, because when you go to Mercadona, Hipadino, the bigger supermarkets, they're absolutely chock-a-block. Aldi is always empty. Look at this. It looks like the apocalypse. It looks like that we've all sort of closed down, look. I mean, they do the same sort of thing as Lidl. In fact, everything's pretty much the same. The one thing that they do have is the orange sticker licker. Look, if you don't know, I'm an orange sticker licker, and they have 30% here, which is better. So I might have to start changing my bargain hunting to Aldi, because they've got the 30%. I'll tell you about Lidl in a minute. But look at it. There ain't much going on, is there? But a lot of people like it because it's a lot more chill. Price-wise, pretty much the same, really. There you go. They've got a bakery section, but it ain't as good. Certainly ain't as good as Mercadona and Lidl. No way in this world. All your booze and everything here, look. $2.49, bottle of wine. Bakery actually smells really good. There you go. Fresh bakery, look. But because there's not too many people here, well, it'd be all right if you came first thing in the morning, but it tends to sort of, they don't replenish it as fast as they would in Lidl and Mercadona. But there you go, there's a little look at Aldi, and of course middle aisle. Middle aisle, €42, look, air fryer, little woks. Look, you've got everything down the old middle aisle, all your chairs, your bath mats, blinds. I need some blinds. I'm going to tell you about blinds as well. The stuff I'm going to tell you. Oh, and a little towel holder. Look, Mrs. TravelON, looking for a towel holder for you. There you go, that could be the perfect one. What do you reckon? Get in here, Mrs. TravelON, $9.99 if you want that. I'm not buying it. You can. Look, loads of stuff in here. I'm going to grab myself a little water to go in my bag, because, well, we've got 3 hours to kill. Don't worry, this video is not going to be 3 hours, by the way. It might be, I don't know. I'm that bored already. Go on, let's get this water and get out of here. I bought a pack of these as well, little mini sausages. But behind me is Nicky Park. I'm going to tell you about this place. If you've got little kids with you, it could be a godsend. So this is the Toys R Us of Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, Nicky Park. And it's right next door to Aldi. I'm not going to go in there because, well, I might get arrested, you know what I mean? Man with a camera filming in a kid's bloody, a kid's shop. But there's the entrance. Let me just show you quickly. That's what it looks like, look. Well, there's no one in here. We'll have a little look. So there you go, look. There it is. And then up the top, up there, look, is a massive kids play area. So you've got a big soft play area here. Hola. And you can go up there with the kids. There's a little cafe up there. And it's absolutely fantastic. They do all the birthday parties and everything up there. Really cool, look. So there you go. So there was no one in there, but up the top is really, really cool. I remember when ours were that small, Mrs. TravelON used to go down, meet her mates for a coffee, chuck the kids in the soft play area, and they would, well, come out sweating, sweating and dripping. But they loved it. So if you got little kids with you, you fancy that, you can go in there, buy them a toy, pop them upstairs. There's a cafe upstairs, like I said. There's something for you to do, isn't there? See, Mr. TravelON, although I'm just messing around in Playa Honda, at least I'm going to show you some things. There's the planes, look. Told you. Woo! They go right over. I'm in a place called Rocasa now. One of Mrs. TravelOn's favourite places. It's like a household place. It's like the big Chinese warehouse, really. They sell all the same crap. Probably a little bit more of a expensive price, but I think a little bit better quality. But it's all house stuff. It's all house stuff. For me, there's only one thing I want, and that is blinds. I need some blinds, but you know the ones that go vertically? Yeah, vertically. What are they called? Concertina blinds. They don't sell them anywhere in Lanzarote. Really weird. The only blinds they have are the ones that go that way. Ridiculous. But that's all we've got. And I need some that go the other way. I'm going to ask the lady how to ask in Spanish when you don't actually know what the word is in Spanish. But I speak enough Spanish. You just go to Google and get a photo of it and just point at it like a moron and go, you sell these? But then you have to ask, well, if you don't sell them, where can I buy them? Mira, lo siento.
Perdón.
Vendi este.
Es una persiana. Ay, una persiana. No, tenemos diferentes.
Sí, yo sabe. Pero ¿dónde en Lanzarote? ¿Dónde? Oh, she's going to show me.
De esa tela.
They're not vending in Lanzarote. You check it todo. Don't sell them. That's every shop. Don't sell them. I might have to go on Amazon. They sell them all over the UK, don't they? They're very popular. I don't even know the word for them. You lot will tell me. The ones that go down, not across. Vertical blind. Vertical blinds. Right, come on. I'm boring you already. I'm surprised we ain't switched off yet. We're going to head behind me, look, over to Deiland. That's a little walk from here. Yeah, let's go Deiland. More exciting. And then we'll come back, have a little look at the Chinese warehouses. There's another hardware store here, look, called Optimus. That's quite a good hardware store. And this is right by where Mercadona and Lidl is as well. So there's loads to do. If you sort of live here, this is your sort of hub. This is your place. Your big Mercadona, your big Lidl next door, your hardware store, your cash and carry. Oh, might take you in there as well. That could be fun, couldn't it? Right, this is something new. They've been building this road for ages. There's a zebra crossing here and some idiot has put a tree there so you can't bloody see anything. That's ridiculous, so dangerous. There's a bloody tree right there so no one can see what's coming. But this is the new bridge and walkway. First look at Mr. TravelOn. All this money spent, and look, cyclists. Bloody cyclists got half of it. Anyway, look, this used to have to walk down like a little dark tunnel, but this is brand spanking new, look. So this is first look of this little tunnel. Not many people would have seen this, especially on a video, unless you've been here or you live here. But loads of space, look. And this is the Nightmare Island. I'll show you this. I'll show you the cars coming around this island. No one knows what they're doing here. You just have to wing it. There is rules about going around roundabouts, and I'll tell you them, I think anyway, because I don't even know the rules. But I'll tell you what I think they are. Look, they're still building it. Look, they're still going, putting the panels up here. And this is the roundabout from hell. So, and there's the planes. Look, there's the planes. So this roundabout on a busy day, well, you just have to literally wing it. You just have to try and get in and go round. That is what you do. And I'll tell you what I think the rules are, and then some boffin will probably tell me I'm wrong, but I don't care. So this area is completely new. A nice little bench there to sit on. Down there takes you into Playa Honda. There's some bars, cafes and stuff that you can enjoy down there, and we'll lead you down to the beach, and then this way will take us to Deiland. So the rules of the road here on the roundabouts, and I think this is correct. So if you're coming on a roundabout and you're coming in and you're going round the roundabout, you turn, let's say if you're coming from this way, you'll turn left on the roundabout. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, it's been a while since I drove in England, but when you do that in England, you would stay in the inside lane and go round and then off, no? Here, everybody goes on the outside lane, but then some people go on the inside lane, and then you get to the bit where you want to turn off. And if you're in the outside lane, of course you come off and you go off, but then you'll get some more on that'll come on the inside lane and will want to turn off at the same time. So I don't know. I just wing it. Anybody that lives here can explain the rules I'll try and find a diagram to show you. But I'm sure it's different to back home where you go in the right lane. If you're turning right, you go in the right lane, don't you? If you're turning left, you go in the left lane. Here, no. Apparently, and again, I might be wrong, apparently everybody has to go in the outside lane. That's how it's meant to work. So I don't even know why there's 2 lanes. No idea. Let me know in the comments if you know. But just wing it. Just wing it. It's easy. Welcome to Deiland Shopping Center. This is not the big open mall in Arrecife. This is all indoors. Great if it's roasting hot because it's fully air conditioned. 3 stories. We're going to have a little look around. Apparently, there is a new cheesecake place here. I saw somebody mention it on Facebook. I can't eat cheesecake, but I can certainly go and have a look and dream, can't I? Come on. So there's a little look down there. It's quite early. It's about 10:30, but that's a very popular place, look. Everyone comes in here. Everyone's eating and drinking constantly in this world, aren't they? Constantly. No one seems to be able to walk 10 metres without stopping for some food. In saying that, I just ate their mini sausages, didn't I? Is this the cheesecake place? It could very well be. I reckon it might be. Let's go and have a look. No, this is just another cafe, I think. It used to do yogurt, but I mean, it does cakes and stuff. Jeez, they look unhealthy, and coffee, and super popular, look. For me, I can't be doing these cafe things. I don't drink tea or coffee anyway. I drink water or fizzy pop. But I can't be doing them. I can't be going and spending my money in places where I can get the same food in the supermarket downstairs and just sit on a bench and eat it. I will, however, go to KFC, Burger King, that sort of thing, because I can't buy that from the supermarket, can I? But I am paying for a donut and a drink when I can go down and get it for more than half the price and sit on a bloody bench. So tight. Cinema is up here as well. Look, let's see what's on. My mother took Alfie to see that. Apparently it's really good. You got another one, F1. I think that's, I don't know what that is. And I don't think they've got Karate Kid on here. Maybe it's not come to Spain. Lilo and Stitch. I'll tell you what, I'm boycotting them if they don't put the new Karate Kid film on. I have, however, seen the new Karate Kid. I was in the UK just out of coincidence. Mrs. TravelON thinks I was going back for work and to see my mother for her birthday. I wasn't. The Karate Kid was starting. And it was a top film as well, a top film. And upstairs is just opening up. You've got a big bowling alley as well. This is something you can do while you're on holiday. You've got this big bowling place right next door to KFC, look. And it is pretty cool, look, they're just getting ready for the day. Look at that, got all the screens, got a couple of pool tables there. You still have to wear the bowling shoes here. I heard they'd stopped giving people bowling shoes for bowling. Hola! It looks really nice. Look, you've got all these booths here. You can come and have a little game of bowling if you want. Something to do with the kids. It's right next door to KFC. My favourite fast food. Gotta love a bit of KFC. They've got an offer on as well, $3.99 for little burger, piece of chicken and chips in a box. Can't go wrong, can you? Can't go wrong. You'd pay more than $3.99 over there for a donut and a cup of coffee. No thanks, stick to that. Right, come on, I'll take you downstairs. We'll go and have a little look because I don't know what this cheesecake place is all about. Might as well get the lift. Be lazy. It's a glass one as well. Here we go. Should we go to the bottom and then work our way up to the middle? Let's go and have a look. We'll go down the bottom then I can give you a good old look. Here we go, in the glass lift. It's quite a nice place to come actually, Deiland. Not too busy at all. And obviously it's probably lost quite a few customers due to the open mall, but still people do come here because it's like all indoors. It's got the same sort of shops, but it has got a Lefties here. You haven't got one of them in the open mall. So you haven't got H&M. You haven't got a H&M in the open mall, and you haven't got a Lefties. Lefties is like Primark basically. Dirt cheap. I might go and have a look, see if I can find some shorts. Let's have a little look. I think they've moved the men's over this side. I'm that tight, I refused to pay €12 for a pair of shorts in Primark on the sale. And then I thought, oh, go on, treat yourself, Mr. TravelON. I went back, they're bloody sold out. There must have been a good price, wasn't there? But I need some shorts. Let's have a look in Lefties. They've actually got some nice shorts in. 12 euros as well, reduced from 17. I'm still going to be too tight to buy them. I can't be bothered. This is my problem. I can't be arsed. This is what I want, just some normal shorts like this, but the quality doesn't feel very good actually of them. But they're only $7.99. I mean, you can't complain at that, can you? For a pair of cheap shorts just to whack on, that's not bad. $7.99. These are a bit better quality, but they've got a bloody turn up on. They think they are bloody cheap. I'll be arsed at the moment. But it is dirt cheap here, look. $7.99, $5.99. Chase your dreams, look. €2 that, ladies. $2.99 for that. Pyjama sets. It's proper cheap in it. Actually, cheaper than Primark, if I'm honest with you. Primark had rubbish sales in. Well, these like boxing shorts. They female or male then? I wouldn't wear them like, but there you go. I ain't gonna go in the ladies section. I ain't getting caught in the underwear section again. Not with a camera. I'll get bloody arrested when I. Come on, we'll go up these escalators. This is my problem. Them shorts are all right, they're €12, but I just can't be arsed. I just can't be bothered to like look at them, decide what size. I hate shopping. I don't know how you ladies enjoy it. Mind you, Mrs. TravelON said when she went back to England, she said everything was just so, I think she's turning into me. I think I've converted her into a tight git. She said everything was just really expensive. We used to go back to England. I used to remember flying back to England, going in Sports Direct and coming back with cases full of shite. But it was cheap. Now, it's bloody expensive in Sports Direct, isn't it? The whole world's just gone mad. But €12 for shorts, you can't complain at that. Maybe I'll get them. I can't be asked to carry them either. Sprinter's quite a good sports shop as well if you forget stuff and you want stuff on holiday. They've got one in the Biosphere Shopping Center, they've got one in here, they've got one in the open mall. And I don't know where this bloody cheesecake place is. I think somebody's lying. I'm going to ask someone. This is the main floor, look. So H&M goes over 2 levels. And you've got Pull & Bear here. That's quite a good shop. Usually has some good deals on in there, especially with the sales. Sales are actually quite good. I'll tell you my little secret with sales. This is how tight I am. This is how tight I am. So the sales have just started, and the reason that I didn't buy them shorts in Primark, even though they're only 12 quid, I thought, hang on, sales have just started. There's bloody loads of them. I'll wait till they put the sale on the sale. I'll come back. I'll come back in a week, because they do that, don't they? First week, 20% off. Second week, 30% off, and you can go back and just pick up the scraps for like 70% off. I like to wait till it's gone right down, but oh, I missed out, didn't I? I missed out on Primark shorts. Devastation. Little sweet shop there, like a pick and mix, too expensive. You can get all your food from there. And then you've got a bakery there, look, that's really popular, and a pharmacy. And you know this place, Hipadino. So I'm going to take in Hipadino in a minute because I want to talk crisps. But outside, there's loads of bars and restaurants, look. Maybe this is where the cheesecake place is. Maybe not. Liquid, look at this. This is mega busy out here. So again, you can come down here. I think they do tapas for €1 here. I think they've got like or they used to, but you've got Liquid here, look. And then you've got a couple of different restaurants as well, look. You've got another place over here, which does pizza by the looks of it. But everybody's just eating, drinking, yapping. Eating, drinking, yapping. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. What do you find to talk about? And I don't know, what's the appeal with eating 24 hours a day? Now, I'm a fat git, but I just snack. There you go, menu there, no prices on it. Oh, you have to scan a bloody QR code. Ridiculous. That's another thing that annoys me, scanning QR codes. Oh, drives me mad. However, we did go for all-you-can-eat sushi yesterday, and the QR code worked because you needed to order it all on your phone, and it was pretty cool because a cat robot came and delivered it. Yes, indeed. That video's on the way. You won't believe this place, the most amazing place I've ever been to, I think. All-you-can-eat sushi, food, Chinese food, you name it. They had everything, so make sure to subscribe to that. And that's it really out here. This place has always been open. This place behind me opened as an American diner, now closed again. Just doesn't seem to make anything. I don't know. Maybe people don't like it. Maybe they just want coffee and cake. I don't know. Let's go back inside. Right, let's get into Hipadino. Hipadino, look, another massive supermarket. You know these places. They've got the Hipadino Expresses, and then you've got the big one. This is one of the big ones. And again, it's just a bloody supermarket. It does everything. But one thing that Hipadino have that Lidl, Aldi, and the rest don't is a fresh butcher's. So this is the only supermarket with a fresh butcher's, look. And that's all your Serrano ham, look. You've got all your cheeses, look. Proper cheese counter. Then you've got a real butcher's, look. Oh, look, all your fresh meat. He's having a chop of that, look. So this is a good place to be, really. I don't like Hipadino, if I'm honest with you. And how you do it here, you take a ticket and you wait for your turn. Look, there's the ticket. It's all very, very organised. And there's the fish counter, look. Look at him. The Sama Zapatapa. They love a bit of fresh fish. And it's always busy at the butcher's, look. What number are we on? So we're on turn 89, look. And if I was going to buy anything, I would be turn 95. So I've got 6 people to wait. Now what you tend to do is take your ticket and then piss off for a bit and have a look around, but you can't go too far. You can't go too far, and you need like one of them wonky eyes so you can keep an eye on your number to make sure you can dash back, otherwise you're going to miss it and then people are going to get annoyed. But it seems to work that way. Do they have them in the UK now? Ticket turns, or does everyone just scrap? Does everyone just fight in the UK? Oh, we were talking about discounts, weren't we? So when I went to Aldi and I said the green stickers are 30%, Lidl, it used to be my favourite supermarket, they used to have orange stickers, you know, that's when it's like almost out of date, and it used to be 50% off. I'd dive in there every day, see what's going on, grab a load of meat, and I'd be off. Now they've only put it to 20%, and that's across the board. Really annoyed me. I am the king of orange sticker licking, and it's really pissed me off. So Aldi, 50% off. These stickers are not orange, but they're yellow, but I can't see any. Right, let's talk about crisps in Spain and the Canary Islands. You all like to come here and have a big pack of Lays and a little Fanta lemon, don't you? But there is a huge difference with crisps here in Spain than there is back home. Let me show you. So, you know, back in the UK and Ireland, you get multi-packs, don't you? Multi-packs of crisps. Here in Spain, there are no multi-packs of crisps, just bigger packs. So look, all the packs are quite big, look. Big packs. Pringles. There's your favourite Lays, look. Salt and vinegar are the best. Salt and vinegar Lays in the blue packet. Cheese and onion are in the yellow packet. Them, I have no idea what flavour they are. Like a pepper and tomato, and then you got your plain, a big packet of Lays and a Fanta lemon. You know you love it. But where's the multi-packs? So when you're in the UK and Ireland, you buy a pack, don't you? Pack of 6, pack of 10, pack of 12. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer to buy the multi-packs with the little bags and then you can have 1 pack and then you've got 5 or 6 left? Or, dangerous, the massive packs where once they're open, and you know what Pringles say, once you pop, you can't stop. It's the same with these bad boys. Once they're open, they are gone. Let me know in the comments, would you prefer multi-packs or massive packs? Well, if you're coming to Spain and the Canary Islands, you got one choice, massive packs or bugger all. Also, let me know in the comments what flavour Lays are you going for and what flavour Fanta. Is it Fanta lemon and salt and vinegar Lays? That's my choice. Let me know. And these bags are as big as my bloody head. And once they're open, well, they'll be as big as my bloody belly as well. Let me know, multi-pack or big pack. There you go, you got all your famous wine as well, your Yiser wine. And then we've got to get out of here now. We ain't bought anything to security, I'll have me. I've got to find the exit. I'm out. I'm out. Jesus Christ, if you don't buy anything, you're in trouble there. I still haven't found the cheesecake place, but if you do want cakes, look, this is a very famous place here. It's called Lolita. Does all your sandwiches, your baguettes, your cakes, everything. There you go, look. And you can get a cheesecake there, $2.95. And a little heart cake as well if you want to treat your little Mrs. TravelON. So that was Deiland. I really don't know where I'm going to take you next, but I'm going to go and sit and chill for a bit because I've got ages till the car comes. So, I don't know. Who knows? See you in a minute. I was just sitting down, having a little rest. I've spotted the cheesecake place. We passed it earlier, but it was closed. It is, look, top floor, right next door to the cinema. There you go. Let's have a look at this bad boy. So there's tables and chairs that you can sit here. And this is called JF La Cheesecake Area. It's all very white and it's all very modern. And look at these. Oh my days. They're full cheesecakes. I thought you could just get a slice. Jeez, they look absolutely to die for. A whole cheesecake. I don't think I could do a whole cheesecake. They're absolutely massive. I'm going to find out how much they are. Here we go, look. So I found out you can have a little one, look. These are the small portions. They're not on sale at the moment, but these are half a kilo of cheesecake for €17. That's not bad, is it? All the different flavours. You've got biscoff, cream, apple. ¿Qué es esto? Blueberries. And then this one is the proper cheesecake, okay? And I'll tell you about that in a minute. Look at this. Whoa, fresh every single day. Artisan cheesecake made by this guy here, look. He is the master cheesecake chef. Get yourself up here, look. Deiland Shopping Center, La Cheesecake Area. I'm in. So don't be alarmed if you have a cheesecake in the Canary Islands or Spain and it tastes like bloody cheese. The one at the end on there was the proper cheesecake. That's how they like it. They don't like these sweet cheesecakes. All the rest are sweet. I'm gonna have to come back and try one because there is no way in the world I'm gonna eat half a kilo of cheesecake right now, am I? But not too bad. €16 for half a kilo. That'd do at least 4 of you, wouldn't it? Ever do move to Lanzarote, you're going to know where to get everything, can't you? The amount of crap I show you. So this is Conforama. We were going to get our sofa from here, but we didn't in the end. It's like, not flat pack, but it's a little bit more than flat pack. We went full on posh. But it's nice, look. You've got all your little designs and stuff here. And they've got a sign here that says, this is what brought me in. Sale. Brutal. A brutal sale. What a word. What a word. It dragged me in here, tightest man on the internet. I was straight in. A brutal sale. I'm in. I bet it ain't even that brutal. But you've got loads and loads of sofas here. Absolutely loads. I think I've shown you this place before. They do everything. There's an upstairs as well. Come on, take it for a little wander. All your tables and stuff, look. Your brutal tables. I don't see any brutal prices, if I'm honest with you. TVs, look. So these are $399 for a 65-inch TV. How does that compare to where you're from? $399 seems to be the $259 there for a smaller one, look. And then you got the big bad boys here, look, your LG ones. $569. These are like 65-inch as well. What do you reckon? So it's always good to hear from you. As the tightest man on the internet that's always checking prices, it's always good if you reply or comment and say those prices are good or those prices are bad. I mean, we're on a tiny island, so you've got to account for the fact that they've got to get all the stuff here. But I mean, while we're waiting for the car and stuff, one thing that doesn't depreciate much is cars. I mean, you can buy a car brand new, have it for 5 years, and when you sell it, it's not gone down in value that much. I don't know why, but there you go. But you've got all your lighting here as well, all your funky light. Oh, them looks good. Look, it's like a beanbag chair here. It's comfortable. Beanbag chair. And I like the lights in here, actually. They do some quite good lights. Better than IKEA. Oh, I see blinds. I wonder if I can get me blinds from here. I just asked if they do blinds. They only do the ones that go that way. God's sake, just get me some vertical blinds, for crying out loud. I don't know what the big deal is. What's going on? Anyway, let's go and have a little look upstairs and we'll get out of here. I might take you to the cash and carry and show you where all your food's bought from. Where all the bars and restaurants get all their booze from. In fact, we can see how much their markup is, can't we? Come on, we'll go up here. $10.99 for a pot. I don't know about brutal sale, brutal price. Who's paying $10.99 for that? do you know what? I love showing you around all these shops and I don't buy anything, do I? I mean, even a 12 euro pair of shorts, I couldn't be arsed. I can't stand shopping or spending money. I don't mind spending money too much on the house because I like my house and I like to keep it looking nice. So I don't mind spending money on the house. In fact, I might be going to get some flooring after this. We may take you with us for that as well. In fact, I will if I go. I might put some flooring down. Anyway, air conditioning units, all your pots and pans, dinner sets, pots and pans, look. Love a good non-stick frying pan. Love a good non-stick frying pan. All your ovens, your hobs and stuff through here. Kitchen stuff, chairs. We bought our stools from here and I'll tell you about them as well. Yeah, these are what we bought, I'll show you. There's all your kitchen stuff, look. So these bad boys, how much are they? Oh, I think they're for two, so 99 euros for two. These, we didn't obviously get red because I don't live in a brothel, but we got like a beigey colour. So we've had them stools for a good few years now, a couple of years, and it's all started flaking at the back. I don't sit on them, so it's not me that's damaged them. But they're all start flaking at the back. So Mrs. TravelOn was back in Coventry, as you know. So I jumped on Amazon. I thought, oh God, I'm gonna have to buy some new ones then because I can't stand seeing it like that. And I found covers. So this is a little top tip for you. If your stools start going like that and you think, oh, I better replace all 5 of them, 6 stool covers and they look remarkable. You just whack them on. They look like new stools again. £24. There you go, little Mr. TravelOn top tip there. Don't get thinking you're gonna have to buy new ones, just get the covers, they're on Amazon, 6 for like 24 quid, whack them on, they look phenomenal. Anyway, let's get out of here. Look, you've got all your bedroom stuff here. It's like flat pack, but not flat pack. But I think the one thing they do here, if you buy it here, is they come to your house and they put it up for you. I'm not sure if it's free, but it's not like IKEA where you have to do it yourself. So come on, we'll go down, I'll show you the cash and carry. How interesting. But the cash and carry is where you lot, well, will be eating from, essentially. It's where all the businesses and the bars and the restaurants get all their food from. The big cash and carry, Cash Mar it's called. Well, there's 2, Cash Depot and Cash Mar, but I reckon Cash Mar is the best one. Right, down on this industrial place, you've got Baratissimo, which is just a giant Chinese warehouse. I've shown you these a number of times, but I won't take you right in. But one giant Chinese warehouse there, and then you've got another 2 or 3 down in this area. It's just huge. And these little weird cafes, look, that everyone just sits on the random car park just drinking coffee and stuff. Very Canarian thing to do. Cheap as chips as well. And this is Cashmar, look, this is the cash and carry. And do you notice all the signs, look, are black and white. So that's something I didn't show you last time. See, all the signs are black and white. They've made everything in this area, you're not allowed to have a coloured sign. Apart from that Nicky part that I showed you earlier, everything has to be black and white. I think it looks a little bit weird, no? Right, I can't show you that one because you need a card. I have got a card, but I haven't got it with me. But there is another cash and carry around the corner. I'll take you down to that one because we have got the card. It's in the wallet. I haven't been there for years. Me and Mrs. TravelOn used to own a cafe many moons ago. It was the first business we ever had and was the worst business we ever had, and I would never ever go back to food and drink ever again. It was the most stressful time. But we opened it sort of 2007, and then 2008 the world crashed, didn't it? So I don't know. But anyway, we made a lot of mistakes with that, and thank God we got out. But that's why I've got a card for that. And if you're self-employed, you can have a card for any of these cash and carries, but they're the same price as the supermarkets anyway. I'll show you this place. This is a proper butcher's called Roper's. This place is super cool. Look at all the hams. This is where you get the best ham. Look, these are mega money. 75 euros that is for a leg. 216 for that one. 260. That one's 357. Look, so you know where they're the best ones because it says the pata negra when they've got the black hoof. Wow, look at the price of that one, looks expensive. 422, that one, look, see the hoof? Mad. Smells mad as well. There you go, and that's what they put them on, look. They put them on one of these little stands and they just carve it up. And this is all the gourmet stuff. And your fresh butchers as well. Buenas, hola. Fresh butchers, look, wow. Check that out. Look at that, all your fresh stuff, hola. Whoa, look at the size of these. I don't know what them are. Them like tomahawk steak. Wow, ¿qué es? Steak?
Tomahawk.
Tomahawks. Wow, they're massive. Wow. ¿Cuántas para una? ¿Cuántas dinero para una? Más o menos. Más o menos. That's not bad. 18 euros for a tomahawk steak. Look. Oh, un día yo comprar. Gracias, amigo. Gracias. And this is all the good steak. Look, I'm definitely going to buy a tomahawk. 18 euros. That's not too bad, is it? That gives you an idea, doesn't it, of how much it would cost if you had that in a restaurant, a tomahawk steak. You're probably talking 30, ain't you? 18 euros. I'll do my own tomahawk steak, actually. Oh, there was loads of frozen stuff here, but it's all empty. But I'll show you the fruit and veg because it's one of the freshest on the island. Beautiful fruit and veg here. The real deal. Gorgeous, look. Absolutely beautiful. The best fruit and veg here. Look, you get all your chilies, your peppers. Gorgeous. And look at this. All your herbs and spices and your lettuce. This is lovely fresh lettuce. Most of it grown here in the Canary Islands as well. Look at the size of these fish. Oh wow, look, you can get the squid as well. Cheese. And the salmon. Woof. I think them are like octopus. Pulpo, no?
No.
Calamari.
Sepia.
Sepia. It's called sepia. I don't know what that is. I've never tried that. Wow, look at this.
Calamari.
And this is a calamari, look. Wow. Grande. Gracias, amigo. Esto mismo pulpo, ¿no?
No, parecido.
Pero, ¿qué es esto?
Sepia.
Sepia.
Chocolate.
Yo no probé. Pero mismo pulpo o diferente? Mismo de pulpo o diferente?
No, diferente.
Diferente.
Más parecido al calamar.
Ah, okay. A bit more like calamari, he says. There you go. Size of that one. And they clean it all here for you, look. They sort it all out. He's the main man. Anybody tried sepia? Whatever he said. Don't even know what he said now, I've forgotten. I've never tried that, have you? It looked like an octopus that had squirted all its ink. Anyway, you can get all your wines, your Canarian wines, your stuff, your craft beers and everything here. Let's go. Oh, God. I just want my car back now. I'm worn out. There you go. And lovely staff as well. They'll sort you out with all your meat, your barbecue stuff, everything. Gracias. Adios. Adios. Lovely people. Lovely people. Really nice service in there as well. So there you go. That was Roper's. They used to have one in Playa Blanca, but they closed it. I was devastated. But it is like the best place to get sort of meat and stuff from. And sepia or calamari or whatever it was. All your weird stuff. I have got to get in there and buy a tomahawk steak. What do you reckon? That would be a cracking video, wouldn't it? Mr. TravelON cooks a tomahawk steak, 18 euros. That's not bad. We're doing that. That's a video en route. Anyway, I'll take you this way. So this is another crazy island as well, which nobody knows which way they're going. Look, you can see some are in the middle lane, some are in the outside lane. He's going all the way round there, but then he's turning off there. He's coming round there. Look, he's turning off there. So he's just, look, he's literally just come through the middle and buggered off there. Look, watch this one. He's coming around the middle lane. He's going around and then he moves over to the other side. It's just chaos. It's absolute chaos. I don't know the rules. It's every man for himself. Them are the rules. Look, he's there. That black car, look. He's missed his turning now by the looks of it. No, he hasn't. It's madness. But you see, you're meant to stay on the outside lane. I'm sure that's the rules. So driving in Canary Islands, well, in Lanzarote anyway, is a piece of piss really. It's so easy to drive when you're on the main roads. But I'll be honest with you, just here in Playa Honda, those two islands or roundabouts, well, you might have a white knuckle ride, depending. Just It's every man for himself, just take it slowly. Let me know in the comments, have you ever done them roundabouts? They're mad. Right, we are going, we're going this way. So there we go, Mercadona there, Lidl there. If you want to do a big shop and you've got a car, great place to come. I don't know if they're cheaper than Resort. I don't think they are, I think they're all set prices, but it's a bigger Lidl and a bigger Mercadona. It's something that I should do really, and that is compare the prices to the Lidls in Playa Blanca, the Aldis in Playa Blanca and Puerto del Carmen, to see if there is a price difference. I don't think there is. I think the prices are set. I think it'd be too much messing around for them. But with the Hippodinos, you've got to be very careful, because you'll have your Hippodinos, which are the big ones, which is like the one we went to in Deiland Shopping Center. And they're the big ones, they're the cheap ones. There's another one just around here as well. But then you have your Hippodino Expresses, and they're like your Tesco Express, and they're for you guys, they're for tourists, and those are more money. So you definitely don't want to get your big shop from there. You want to go there. But I wonder if the prices are different for Mercadonas in Puerto del Carmen and Playa Blanca. I don't think they are. If anybody knows the answer, and anybody is sad enough to have done that, then you are you're tighter than me. I'll give you the crown, I'll hand it over now. Let me know, but maybe I'll go and have a little look. But we're gonna head over here. It's hot now. We're gonna head over here, we're near to where the car was dropped off. We're gonna have a little look in the cash and carry. I'll show you that. Notice I haven't spent anything. Nothing. There's nothing I want, but we are gonna go and get some flooring. And then we've got a massive Lanzarote, big warehouse, brand new one. Again, makes you wonder where the money's coming from and how they can survive. But we all know these are like big, massive laundrettes. It's all very dodgy. And then we go to the Cash Mart, GM Cash. So this is like the one that we were gonna go to, where people get all their food for the bars and restaurants. I'll take you and have a quick old look. So there's the big Hogar. That is a massive Chinese warehouse. It's probably one of the biggest, if I'm honest with you. And it's quite new. And see how it's all black and white? Black and white, black and white. But Mercadona and Lidl have managed to escape and kept a coloured one. Don't know why. Here we are outside GM Cash. I've got my card for this place, and I'll go and show it, yeah. Cash and carry, let's go. Here we go, look. I'll scan my card here, look. Yes, we're in. Right, and straight away, look, you can see the bargains. All your bottles of wine, look, even your good ones are like €6 here. €5 are a lot cheaper in here, obviously because it's businesses. I wonder how much they're selling these for in the bars and restaurants. There'll be restaurant owners watching me going, what's he bloody doing? What's he doing? Now they know the markup. I mean, look at these, $2.19 them are for a bottle of wine. These dirt cheap. Let's try and find some stuff that you might know. Vina Sol. So Vina Sol, well, you get 5 for 1, and it's $5.39 for a bottle of Vina Sol. I am sure with them you pay about 9 or 10 in the supermarkets, and probably a lot more in the bars and restaurants, look. But we've all got to make money, haven't we? So there you go. All your Jägermeister here, look, and your spirits. What's that? Don't know what that is. No bloody idea. All your rums and your gins, look, $13.35 that for a massive Beefeater gin. Bloody hell. Look at that, 13. Irish mild, whatever that is. Woodens is only $11.29, look, for a massive bottle. How does that compare to back home? Let me know in the comments. Is that a good deal? $11.29? I mean, you lot would never be allowed to come in here. But there is a cash and carry called Cash Depot in Playa Blanca. Apparently you can just walk in and shop there. I've never been asked for a card in there. I reckon you can. But you've got all sorts of stuff here, look. All your soft drinks, your little bottles of cola. God, there's everything. Shelves and shelves, big massive ketchups, look. So this is where they all come. Look, you can get your little packets of ketchup as well. Let me know one thing about ketchup and mayonnaise. So when you go to a bar and restaurant, do you prefer to have the ketchup and mayonnaise at the bottle? Well, not the mayonnaise. Or do you prefer the sachets? I know some restaurants will put a bottle of tomato ketchup and brown sauce and stuff. Don't know about mayo, Some people think that's a little bit unhygienic. Do you prefer the sachets? The problem with the sachets is I'll use about 15 of them and then you've just got a big pile of empty tomato ketchup sachets, haven't you? So let me know, what would you prefer? Just a bottle, plonk it on, or do you like the sachets? Look at that, chocolate, dark chocolate and white chocolate covering. I might just buy some of that and neck it. And then through here, look, you've got some more of your meat stuff. Look, jeez, look at the size of this place. So this is where they come and they get all their burgers, all your burgers, your meats, your fish, your big blocks of ham. Look, you're not buying a little packet of ham here, you're buying a massive one. Chop it yourself, big packs of bacon. And what the hell are these? These are full-on pigs, look. Look at the size of that. I don't even know what's in that. Some animal, some carcass. Loads of meat there as well. And here, look, you get all your big bags of frozen chips, look. Yes, get them on there. €6. More chips, more chips, more chips, more chips, more chips, more chips. You've got McCain's there, look. But not McCain's, well, they're made by McCain's, but they're in a crap bag. And another McCain's there, look. So these are like your non-supermarket ones. $2.89 per kilo, that is, I think. $2.89 per kilo. Bloody hell. So that's a lot cheaper than McCain's in the supermarket, isn't it? So sometimes it does pay to come here and shop. I mean, being the tightest man on the internet, you'd think I'd be in here all the time, but again, I can't be arsed. It's not that much of a saving. It don't justify the effort, if that makes sense. But maybe I will come in after coming today, because you can get all sorts of stuff here, look. Frying pans, everything. Let's get out of here. Can't get out that way. Now we've got to get out of here. Same problem with coming in here and showing you lot places. I can't get out of there. There's no like exit. I suppose not many people go in there without buying something, do they? There's only one knobhead that's going in just to show you lot back home the stuff I show you, but you seem to like these day in a life. I mean, this isn't a day in a life for Mr. TravelON. This is just me waiting for the car. But I've just thought about this flooring. So in our kitchen, we've got some marble tile. It's been there. It's not the whole kitchen, it's just a little section of the kitchen. It's been there since we moved in and it just looks awful. We tried to have it cleaned. We had a floor cleaner come round. The woman basically made out like it was going to be like a sheet of glass by the time this guy had finished. Can't even remember how much it was. It was about €100. And they came over, it looked exactly the same when they left. I was like, well, that's not what you promised. But anyway, that's another story. So anyway, it looks crap and I don't like it. And I was going to get some lino and put that over the top. And I thought, well, that's going to be an arse. And then yesterday, me and Mrs. TravelON found a little place that sells like laminate flooring, but it's actually like for kitchens and linos. And they've got them in stock. So I might go and pick that up. But then I've just remembered, the trim bit that goes around the side is 2 meters, 2.5 meters. So unless I can bend it and put it inside the car, I am not driving back with it hanging out the back. So I might have to get Mrs. TravelON's car, because we could certainly fit it in there. Let's see, we'll see. I'm not promising anything. Let's just go and get the car first. So we're gonna walk back this way. I was gonna take you in to the big Chinese place here. Should I have a quick butcher's? Come on. So this is the biggest Chinese warehouse that you will find. If you come to Playa Honda and you like tat shops, look, imagine a tat shop under one roof, that is where it is. And you know, I've shown you loads of these before, look. And you've got all your Buddhas, look. They used to be cheap and now they're expensive, that's what I say. But all your little jewellery, all your toys for your kids, look, all your sewing stuff. If you're a bit of a hobbyist, look, and you like to sew, you've got everything you could possibly imagine. I wish I had time to have a hobby. I suppose this is my hobby. But I'm only doing it just to kill a bit of time. But look, if you like all this sort of stuff, you're rocking and rolling, aren't you? and there's mounds and mounds and mounds of it. It's like a Scooby-Doo thing. Oh look, I bought Mrs. TravelON a steering wheel holder, didn't I, the other day? I wish I'd have come in here. Look at that one. She'd have loved that, a bit of leopard print. So they've got more range in here. All your stuff for your car, look. Like literally everything you could possibly imagine for cars, bikes, cycles. It's just everything. It's Temu on steroids. It's literally Temu and Shein on steroids. Look, everything. All your house stuff, your paint, your sort of, I don't know, spray. You need spray paint? Come here, £4, £2.95. You need paint? You need DIY stuff? Come here. They've got everything. Ladies, look for you, all your little makeup bags, your cosmetic stuff, everything you could possibly need, your jewellery boxes, getting married, look. Oh, look, that's nice, isn't it, look? Look at that, look like the Virgin Mary. Hi! Look at that! The bloody hell is that for? I don't know. What the hell that is. Bloody hell. What are these? I'd love to know what you ladies actually do with your lives. I mean, what? Why are you buying this? Is it to keep your hair out your eyes? What the hell is that? There's loads of them. Do you walk around the house with this, or do you go out in public? Unbelievable. Unbloody believable. And this is one thing that annoys me these days. And, well, it just annoys me. And it's men that wear these. It's these, look, let me show you. Obviously, I've got no hair, but you know these guys that have got hair and they put these on and they wear these with a little bit of hair out the back or a goddamn man bun. What is the world coming to where men, and you can't even call them men, are wearing bloody alley spans? It is absolutely ridiculous. The world has gone full circle, hasn't it? Back in the day, you ever wore white socks, you'd be battered, wouldn't you? You'd be beaten to a pulp. Now, the men of today, the youth, I don't know what, they're wearing freaking alley spans, Crocs, and goddamn white socks. What the hell is going on? Where has this come from? It's gone full circle. It's like full circle. It's like somebody woke up and said, back in the 90s, what would you have got beaten the shit out of if you wore? I know, let's wear them. Absolute joke. Anyway, let me show you more of this. All this sort of stuff, look. All your footy stuff. Want to get the kids any football stuff or things like that, you've got all this. Oh, it's nice and air conditioned as well. There's bloody everything. Socks, talking of white socks, look, you can get all your socks here. $1.65 for a pair of socks, not bad, eh? Trainer socks, this is what the old men wear now. Did you know that, ladies and gentlemen? Apparently trainer socks are for old men. This is, I mean, it just goes back to it, doesn't it? And then here's the ladies stuff. Look at that, you could be like Lolleria, look. She is beautiful, ladies. $6.50, and you could look as good as that. Look at the negligee on that. €10.90, ladies. It's like a negligee / nightie. There's even the basques or busks or whatever they're called. Look, get yourself all zipped in there. Look, get yourself zipped in. Jesus Christ, lock them in. Lock them in, look, and you'll look like you're a new lady, just for us gents. Jesus Christ. Not that there's many strip clubs in Lanzarote, but if there was, this is where they'd be coming, wouldn't they? Jesus Christ. Bloody amazes me. It amazes me. Anyway, let's get out of here before I get kicked out again for being in the underwear section and perving. I might send Mrs. TravelON down here to get one of them things, suck her in and lock her up. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, if I wore one of them, you'd need a double size. You're loads to suck in. Oh, anyway, ladies, you do make me laugh. Right, I'm going to go and see if my car's ready. I don't think it's going to be. Right then, we're back at the car place. I'm going to go and check, see if it's ready. I don't think it is. Let me have a little time check. How long have we been waiting? I mean, you lot are watching this, obviously, but I have had a sit down between there, so it's Oh, actually, I've got a missed call. I've got a missed call. This could be the one that I'm waiting for. No, it's not. Oh, it might be. Oh, I don't know. Let's go check. Here we go, look. So that's the Volvo one. And we're here at the Ford one. I'll see. Let's have a look. The parking here is ridiculous as well. Look, they tell you to bring the car up and it's like, well, where do I park it? You just end up like blagging it anywhere. Let's go have a look. Gee, look how many cars there is. Is that mine up there? Is that me? I don't think. Is that my car? No, that's not my car. I thought that was mine up there, look. Right, it's not that long actually. He said 15 minutes, it'll be done. So what I'll do is I'll take you into this main showroom. And I pissed and moaned this morning, didn't I? And said, it's really annoying because you go in there and you'll see when I go in there, it's all separate. So you've got Ford, you've got Jeep, you've got this, you've got that, but it's all in one place. And I said, it's really annoying because you just want to go in and compare prices and chat to somebody. But in thinking about it, in the UK, you'd probably have to drive to go and talk to somebody. So you'd probably go and visit a Ford garage, wouldn't you? Have a look at the Fords, then go and have a look at the Seats, and then go and have a look at this, and then go and have a look at that. And there'll be all different dealerships. I presume that's how it works in the UK. I've never bought a brand new car in the UK. So I suppose here it's all under one roof. So easier. There's Peugeot. I spit on Peugeot. Never buying a Peugeot again. You know the troubles I've had with Peugeot. And there was a choice of either buying Mrs. TravelON a new car or giving that one to Jack, and we've decided to give it to Jack as long as it's all working. But it's mega aircon in here, look. Should we go upstairs first? Upstairs you've got motorbikes, come on. Let's go and have a little nose up here, look. These are all the cars, look. They're absolutely loaded, the geezer that owns this. Absolutely loaded. So this is where I got my Ford from. Wow, look, you've got Volvos up here, look. So this is the Volvo. How much? 77,000. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't pay 77,000 for that. That's mad prices. Anybody got a Volvo? 77 grand? Nah. Motorbikes over here, look. Let's go and have a little look at the motorbikes. This is the design of Cabrera Medina. Look, it's like their special design. So they do all the renter cars. So they're absolutely laughing, aren't they? They buy the cars, they rent the cars, and they give you the worst service in the world. Well, that's what I found anyway. These are cool, look. Little motorbikes, look. How much are these? To get around. Be ideal for parking. Oh, they're only 6 grand, look, for a little moped. I can't stand motorbikes. I cannot stand them. Dangerous things. What do you think? Are you a motorbike fan? If you're a motorbike driver, don't get offended. Jesus Christ. I'm only saying I don't like them. I'm allowed to not like things, you know. That one's called a V9 Bobber. It looks pretty cool. I just couldn't do it. Give me 4 wheels all the way. I'm a 4-wheel person. You know, my views on cyclists, well, motorcyclists, they're second on the list. Difference being, they're on 2 wheels and they're more bloody noisy. Don't you hate it when motorbikes go past you? It gives me the heart attacks. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly, it stresses me out. Noisy gits. Anyway, I don't want to lose any subscribers that are motorcyclists. I love you all, really. Here's all the Peugeots, look. That's a nice one, black. Black 2008 Peugeot, look. But notice, I'll be bowling around here with the camera. No one's paying any bit of attention to me. I think these are the second-hand cars, but I will show you. Here the planes go. No, but I will show you something cool. I will show you something cool, and that's the classic cars. Let me show you this. So at Christmas, all the classic cars go out the front with all the lights on, and then for the rest of the year, they're in here. So this is actually quite a cool place to come if you've got somebody in your party that is a car fanatic, because this is like a car museum. Let me take you on a tour. For some of you car boffins, don't ask me what they are, because I have no idea. But you've got all these old style cars, look, probably better made than the new one. This one, wow. This is mega old, isn't it? That's a Ford. Look at that. They look, I bet they're still bloody working. There'll be no problems with these, wouldn't there? There won't be any NOS or AdBlue problems with these. Look at that. Wow. That is beautiful. I actually quite like that. I might just get a classic car. Wouldn't have aircon though, would it? Look at that. I don't know if you can open them. No, you can't touch them. Little old Fiat. Volvo, look. So this is a pretty cool place to come. You're more than welcome to come in as a tourist and just have a little nose around here. No one's batting an eyelid, you know what I mean? If you like old cars, something to do, isn't it? I know there's quite a few people that love old cars, isn't there? Look at that one. Little Seat. Little blue Seat. I could see Mrs. TravelON in that. And look at the size of this bad boy. Tiny little Mini. There you go. Your Volvos, your Volkswagens. This is a big old boot on this. Look at the bunda on that. Now what that is. Seat, look at, oh, this is a little Ford Fiesta, isn't it? Look at that. Little Ford Fiesta, all your Beetles, look. Your Herbie cars. I don't know what this bad boy is. Some big American style car. It's huge, that is, isn't it? I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. There'll be definitely some car boffins on. Ideal for a wedding, this one. I don't know what that is either. Look at that. An old Mercedes. Jaguar, look. An old Jag. Wow. But notice, no one's come up to me and offered to assist me. Well, mind you, I'm filming bloody ancient cars at the moment, but even when I'm not with the camera, no one even bats an eyelid. You have to go to them. And a Land Rover, look at that. How cool is that? There you go. That is where you come if you want to buy a new car here in Lanzarote. There is other places further up in Arrecife where you've got the Volkswagen, the Skoda, and they're all in one place. So yeah, I take it back what I said, that it's quite annoying that everybody's in their different zones, and you know, you can look at a Ford and then say, oh, can I have a look at this? And they say, no, you have to go and speak to John over there, he deals with that. So I suppose it is, I do take it back, because in the UK you'd have to drive to a different garage, wouldn't you? So it is quite convenient, I suppose. But the one thing about this place, just like the hire cars, is their customer service is zero. Not that they should have spoke to me now, because I'm bowling around with the camera just showing you lot, but I've been in here 3 times actually looking to buy a car. Not one person has ever acknowledged me, and I just walk out. I literally walk out, and it seems to be the same in all the car showrooms. You just walk in and they're like, give you a head nod. It's like, sorry, am I coming in here to buy a pound of apples? Or am I coming in here to buy a bloody car? Anyway, I'm going to go and sit in this Raptor, the car of my dreams, I reckon this could be. Apart from maybe a Hummer. I'd love a Hummer as well. What would your dream car be? Mine is this one, but I'd love a Hummer. But I don't think they make them anymore. I want to find out how much this Raptor was. Here we go, look at the tyres on this. This is my dream, look. Do you know how much? I'm going to tell you. 77,000 euros. Look at that. It is beautiful. Look at the front of it. Wow. So, who would want one of these? So you can buy these, right? Look inside. Oh, look. It is absolutely stunning. I'm showing you again. Look, everything's got Raptor on it. Leather seats, look. Oh, I absolutely adore it. I adore it. And then here, look, mine's got a back on. I bought my back from the UK, but you've got all this space in the back. They're not actually ideal, these. They just look cool. And then that's the back. That is definitely a piece of me. 78 grand. But you can buy these as a self-employed person because they're classed as a work vehicle. So I could buy this and it would be, I could put it like as a tax, not a tax dodge, but a tax cost. I'd say it was like a work vehicle. I ain't gonna buy it yet, but I will buy it one day, maybe, unless a Hummer comes out. Well, unless you like, follow, subscribe, and keep clicking all them buttons, so then I'll make a few more pennies. Who knows? Oh, I've got to have a little seat in here. Look at this. Whoever's bought this, I do apologise. It does say sold. It smells so good. Look at that. Oh, such comfy seats as well. Right, I better get out of here. Right, anybody wants to buy me that, I'll give you as many Mr. TravelOn stickers as your little hearts can take. Send me 78 grand and I'll buy it, and we'll just do a video on it. There you go. That was buying a new car. Now let's go and pick up the old car. €405. Everything's €400 with cars. There you go. Let's go, come on. Vamos. ¿Qué es tu nombre? Aragoma. ¿Y tú Canadian?
Sí, de aquí.
Un conejero, no? There you go. Look at that, we're off. Right, come on, let's go and pay. Told you last time, it's always the ladies that are taking the money. Siempre de chicas con el dinero. En el otro garaje también. Gracias, amigo.
Pues yo tengo la compañera, te traigo el coñito por aquí por la puertita, ¿ok?
Gracias, adios.
Gracias.
Again, in the garage, always the men are doing the cars and the lovely ladies are taking the money. €405.34. Card. Oh, it's not working. The card's not working. It doesn't want to pay. See or no? We're in. We paid. It's accepted. I've got the money. Now we have a car that's serviced. Say hello. This lovely lady, look, always taking my money every time. Well, there you go. I got myself a bottle of posh. The car feels exactly the same as it did before. Power on FM radio is playing the tunes. Aircon is on. It's nearly 30 degrees. I'm going to go and pick up this flooring. You may as well come with me. And, well, we're already €405 lighter. We may as well go and spend a little bit more money. 370, I believe, this flooring's cost, or costing. But I know I can do it myself. It's like the laminate flooring. In saying that, can I do it myself? I'll probably end up screwing it up. And I would do a video of me doing it, but I know you lot would just question my DIY abilities. I did no end of it. I'm not a professional, I'm a bodger. But I do the job. I get the job done, but I bodge it. If you looked closely, you'd see the mistakes. You builders and you know, workers in that area would be like, oh, tut, Mr. TravelOn, tut. Anyway, let's go and get it, and then I'm going home because I've had a blood enough, if I'm honest with you. Right, if you need wood, tiles, things to make things look nice in your house, this is where you come. It's a big hardware store, but next door it's got a place called Wood, literally, Madeiras. And there's another place there that's actually spelt the English way, wood. So I am not going to go and get some wood. I'm going to go and get some vinyl flooring. Come on. So me and Mrs. TravelOn came here yesterday when we were getting her car sorted, and this is what they sell, look. All the bits for your house that you could possibly imagine. Look, if you're wondering where to get it, this place does it. All the different types of wood, doors, look, you can get all your doors in here. Your different tiles, look, for the floor, all different designs of tiles. Like literally, there's nothing these people don't do, look. And it's probably one of the best places where you can come to be honest, for different types of wood. And this is what we're getting, look. So this, believe it or not, is like a vinyl. It's like a wooden flooring. Remember the old wooden flooring you can get? But it's vinyl, and it's got like a cushion underneath it, like I don't know what the word is. And we're going to go for this design with a trim, which I believe is this trim, whatever trim goes with that one. And we need 9 boxes of it, and they're in there. And the lady yesterday was so nice and so helpful. So I hope I get the same lady, and she's going to help me, I think. And we might have to send Mrs. TravelOn. Mrs. TravelOn is taking Jack up this way tomorrow to get his hair cut, so she might have to come and get the trim. We might be leaving the trim here, but we're going to get the 9 boxes, I think. Yes, we've got the same lady. She's lovely. She's going to sort us out. She's going to sort us out, look. She is the number one. Yesterday she sorted us out, explained everything. Tu explica todo, no? Everything. €371, but I reckon I'll be bringing some back if I've over-ordered. Right, I'm just waiting now to pick it up, all paid. But one thing they do here, and this is quite new to the island because I search for this everywhere. In fact, I had to bodge my own little wall up. These are popular, aren't they, everywhere in the UK now, and probably really, really cheap. I bet they are mega, mega money here because they've only just arrived in Lanzarote. It's that slat walling. I wanted some for the studio, but I couldn't find any anywhere, and that was like last year, but now it's all over the place. Maybe I'm going to have to buy an upgrade because my bodge job wasn't very good, to be honest. Wonder how much it is. Look, I don't know where he's taking it. He's taking it over there. I don't know why. Sí, con mi coche. Vamos, vamos. Mama, go get it in the car. This man's going to get us in. Vamos, amigo. Muchas gracias. Look, he's much stronger than me. He's much stronger than me. Oh, that's okay. I don't know whether we're going to get the trimming. ¿Todo bien, amigo? Aquí. De Ford.
Hay un coche bueno.
Sí, pero we'll see. She sorted me out. Gracias. Thank you very much. You are the best. Adios. Gracias. Adios. Gracias. Adios. Right, we're off. Wait till you see this. So, it's all very well having a pickup truck. But there's not actually much space in the back when you think about it. And my door's broken. So say goodbye to these lot, look, they're all working hard. She's hiding in there, look. This one's hiding. Say adios. Bye, bye. Right, so that is me done for the day. Another crazy day in the life of Mr. TravelON. What an exciting life I lead. And you think that I live here in the sun and all I do is go to the beach. Well, you know, if you've been following, I can't stand the beach. I can't stand the sand. We've got a pool in our house. Nobody ever uses it. In fact, I spend most of my day upstairs in the office, either working, editing videos, or talking to absolute idiots. Most of the day, dealing with people. And today, and this week, in fact, all I've done is deal with bloody cars. I'm hoping that the cars are sorted now. Mrs. TravelON's is still in the garage until tomorrow, but apparently he's found the issue and he just needs to do one thing. And we should be rocking and rolling. Right, from me, Mr. TravelON, it's goodbye, farewell. Hope you enjoyed that. Sorry if it bores you to death, but you lot seem to like nosing at what I'm up to. I'll see you in the next one. And these videos are really easy to make, aren't they? All I do is bloody talk, no editing. I'll see you soon.